Matthew, congratulations on this series. We get to see you on Disney and it's currently happening, so we can actually talk about the series. This is not common. Usually it's like we can't really talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, usually we're doing this before it comes out, and now we're 6 episodes in.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk
So,
about the sixth episode. That was pretty exciting about careers.
yes. It was a really fun episode to shoot.
Now, the calling of careers. Let's talk about yours in this case. You wanted to be a farmer.
Yes, Kai wants to be a farmer. I think to Kai, it's really important that he doesn't go a traditional route. He's not going to go and be a lawyer. He's not going to go and be a doctor. He has to do his own thing.
Nothing wrong with that. So it's actually a good lesson that you don't have to follow the traditional, right? Even if it's a traditional, it's still a job.
Exactly. And if it makes you happy, then that's what you should be doing.
So what do you hope that some people are getting from this episode for the other younger kids?
I think there's a lot that people are going to be able to relate to, especially because high school can be so stressful because you have so much ahead of you and you're still in school. So you haven't really stepped into the real world yet. And I think it's really scary. So I think for high schoolers, like the ones in the show, people are really going to relate to it and they'll be able to learn a lot. Yeah.
Did you have a calling for something else besides entertainment? Being an actor, directing, music?
Yes,
like,
totally.
Job?
Yeah. I mean, I've always been super interested in directing and filming.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope one day I'll be able to, direct and shoot my own film.
Great. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that shortly, but let's talk about the location and the show itself. It was filmed in Hawaii?
Yes, it was filmed in Hawaii. It was filmed on Oahu.
And you're from Hawaii.
Yes, so it happens to be shot in my hometown. So it was pretty crazy because I moved to Los Angeles maybe 5 years ago. I started coming out here. And I would have never thought that I would be auditioning for something in LA that would take me back home to be with my family and friends and everything. And I get to show off Hawaii.
So it was filmed in your hometown?
Yes, it was filmed in my hometown. Yeah.
So you were staying like at home with your parents?
Yep.
What were the advantages?
The cool thing was that I could kind of be like a tour guide for all the castmates. I mean, we weren't really allowed to see too many people outside of production and family and stuff. So I was kind of, for the kids at least, I was the local boy there. So I was showing them all my favorite spots and the coolest places to watch sunsets and the best hikes and everything.
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yeah. So watching the series, I did have a chance to learn a little bit. Now, what's this about the way you surf? You're not supposed to lay. Is that something that you taught others or?
No, actually, there's in the scene, there's a certain thing that actually does happen, and the cases are in Hawaii, where when you lie down on your board a certain way, you can tweak a certain, I don't know if it's a vein or a nerve or something in your back, and it can paralyze you. And there's an episode about stuff like that. I don't want to give too much out, but
yeah. Well, that's one of the episodes we already watched, though. So we're not giving away too much.
Exactly.
And then also about how hula started as a way to pass down stories.
There's so much culture in the show. And I mean, there's so much that you can learn. So there's a lot of stuff where if you watch the show, like you said, in like the hula and how they pass stories down from generation to generation through dance. There's a lot of other culture things that you might learn from the show, and then when you go to Hawaii you can actually see it with your own eyes.
That's amazing. What's one of the scenes that you really enjoyed shooting?
My favorite scene, well, I really enjoy the scene in episode 3 where I kind of school my sister, or was it 4, where I kind of school my sister on how to manipulate your parents basically. and how to get what you want out of them. And then there's a lot of scenes later in the season that I can't talk about that are really good.
Right. Talking about, what was it? The hand-sized cookies? Was
yes, the hand-sized cookie cakes.
that
And you will see more of Kai baking. That does grow throughout the season.
So do you actually bake?
Yeah, I have a pumpkin pie in my refrigerator right now. I could show it to you.
Oh, wow. So it was true about the pie. What was that line?
Cookie pie.
Cookie pie, yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Or cookie cake.
That's awesome. So let's talk a little bit about your career. You did going back to directing. You've done a little bit, right?
Yeah. When I wasn't working, it was really cool for me to pick up some like little directing jobs here and there. Like I would shoot music videos, or I would help some of my friends with their YouTube content and, produce videos for them, stuff like that.
Okay. And you're also a musician.
Yes, I did do
some music recently.
Yeah. I have a single out. I have a bunch of songs out. I actually have a whole 5-song EP that came out like 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half. It's been a while now.
But talk about this last single.
So the last single was called Do You Say My Name? It was quite a while ago, but it is about me thinking of a girl and wondering if she's thinking about me too.
Okay.
A love song.
Hey, girls dig that, so you're on the right route. And it was featured in Radio Disney, right?
Yeah, it was featured in Radio Disney. Who'd have thought I'd be working with them this much years down the line?
Okay, so what else do you have coming up?
Well, I will be in the new season of Saved by the Bell that's coming out on November 24th. So look out for that on Peacock.
That's pretty cool. Did you watch the originals?
I've seen some episodes, or I've seen some scenes from it. I haven't seen it all though. There's a lot. There's a lot. It's a big show. Like they shot a lot of stuff. There's like Saved by the Bell in Hawaii. Maybe I can be a part of that.
Oh, that would be cool. That would be cool. Back home again.
Yeah, back home again. From
the original, who would you say was your favorite character? The original cast.
Saved by the Bell?
Mm-hmm.
Today I was watching Zach Morris stuff, and he was really funny. And it's just cool because now I've worked with him and I see him as an adult, and it's fun to watch him as a kid.
Yeah, for sure. Like I'm old. I grew up with Saved by the Bell. Mm-hmm. And I see as adult and I'm just like, no, he's still Zach Morris.
No, he's a cool adult.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We're looking forward to seeing more episodes. As you can see, I did watch all the ones that have been out up to the 6th one. That's why I was able to carry a conversation.
There you go.
On the show. And I'm talking about the cookies. The hand side.
You killed it. You did the work. You studied.
Good work. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for your time and good luck on your future projects.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.